name is Tone, and today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers, Shattered Glass, Rodimus, and Sideswipe 2-pack. So here's the box, and we really got like really nice artwork on both Rodimus and Sideswipe. And on top you have Whisper, of course the font, Takata, and then on the side you have Sideswipe, and then the other side, Rodimus. The barcode stuff, and the back, the promotional images, and the bio if you want to read that. So obviously these are repaints of the Studio Series 86 Hot Rod and the Kingdom and Siege Sideswipe. Yes, I'm aware that we have like so many repaints of this Sideswipe mold, but trust me, there are some differences if you compare the two. But obviously, if you don't know what Shattered Glass is at this point, I don't even know why you guys are watching my reviews or watch, like, the type of figures that I review. Actually, what I'm gonna say is evil Autobots and heroic Decepticons. With that out of the way, let's go take a look at these figures, yeah? So here we have Sideswipe, and for those of you who don't understand why he has this giant scar on his chest, it's because in Shattered Glass, Sideswipe defects the Autobot cause and joins with the Decepticons after an ambush that he got into. And the color on this guy is based off of Drench, which I believe is a G2 character. But regardless, this is a fan favorite incarnation of Sideswipe, and I can definitely see why. Just like every other figure, the painting and sculpting on this guy is really good. Just like I said, the big scar is pretty much a big crucial detail to Shattered Glass Sideswipe. If they didn't add this would have been a straight repaint of the Kingdom Sideswipe. But this figure is technically a repaint of Sideswipe / remold, and we'll get to that later. Perhaps maybe a Toy Hacks relabels would really be useful for this guy. I kind of wish they had the little turbo detail. But regardless, I'm glad that they kept this detail and this little Decepticon insignia. And you can actually see like the, the mechanics and all that. Here are the accessories for this figure. Here's the missile, which is actually really different from the other missiles, which you can actually see that. And what's new is these little batons, which definitely act like guns in Armada. And you tab them to here, and there you go. Weapon storage. One more accessory is this little mini-con named Whisper, and the painting and sculpting on Whisper's jet mode is really good. I'm really glad that they're including mini-cons because all the Armada figures that I have so far didn't come with mini-cons until the Power Link's Hot Shot. You can plug Whisper on top of Sideswipe by pulling out his feet and then tab them in this little slot. Then there you go. Do the same thing on the other. And then, obviously, there's a plug. And then there you go. You got a power link. Here we have Rodimus. And Rodimus, you can basically say he feels like a Nemesis version of Hot Rod. Even so, I can definitely see some people using this guy as Nemesis Rodimus Prime or whatever. Well, I'm really impressed with how sleek and more, edgy this guy is. Do people still use that term? Edgy? Get that kid appealing character out of here. Obviously, painting and sculpting on this guy, really good. A lot of people definitely say that this mold is really good. It's like the best Transformers ever. But in my opinion, the Hot Rod release wasn't really that perfect in my opinion. It has its flaws, obviously. But yeah, I really like the flames on this guy, which looks really appealing if you look at it. Here's all the accessory he comes with. I suppose this is supposed to be the Dark Matrix of Leadership, but I feel like this Matrix of Leadership could be more accommodated to Nemesis Prime. Because I feel like the Matrix of Leadership that we got for Shattered Glass Optimus, he basically got the Toxitron Matrix. Matrix obviously has a blast effect, so we can just get it into place just like so. And you have the more like Rise or Darkest Hour, I don't know. More blast effects that you can put in his exhaust. I don't think that's the right way. I think that's the right way. I don't know. Maybe it's the other way around. And yeah. You have the blast effects on the exhaust. Two blasters that are actually sculpted differently, which can be plugged right here if you desire. And a pizza cutter, which can definitely tab in to here with the slots. Just like so. Vehicle modes on these two is fantastic. Here we have these two next to Siege Sideswipe. So I'm not going to record the part where I transform Sideswipe, but I will transform Whisper and Rodimus on camera. So transforming Whisper, you can pull out the legs, pull out the feet, and then pull out the arms. Fold these out, pull this down, and then angle the wings, and there you go. To transform Rodimus, you have to pull out the hood, untab these, and pull out the chest, fold out the head, rotate it. You don't have to rotate it, but I've rotated it for, what do you call it, so that the head isn't visible. Well, as in the face is invisible when you see the windshield. Do you want to pull these out? Then you want to rotate the arms. Then rotate, close that out. And then you should have... What if I did it wrong? No. That part done. I would be cautious because this is obviously clear plastic and that could break. Pull these out. Then you want to untab the spoiler. You wanna... Oh, shoot. Ah, there we go. Then out, and then tab the spoiler into place, rotate the waist, then you want to fold out the legs, then close this in, and then tab it into place, and mine's doesn't tab, unfortunately, so oh well. And then do the same thing on the other leg. And there you have Rodimus all transformed. Here we have Rodimus and Sideswipe and Whisper in their robot modes. Starting off with Sideswipe because he's an obviously remold of the Kingdom Sideswipe. Really like the colors on this guy. You know, he actually does give the Sideswipe feel. I feel like out of all the Sideswipe repaints that we have gotten, this has to be like the best Sideswipe figure that we've gotten out of those repaints. I feel like Hasbro should definitely retire this mold because, yeah, he has definitely suffered a lot of mold degradations. It's not the figure's fault, it's more of like the reuse that Hasbro has done to this guy. Like, I got my Legacy Dirge not too long ago, and that guy definitely had a lot of mold degradations because of the reuse. Not saying that this guy is bad, but I feel like Hasbro should have done a little quality control test before releasing these guys. But enough of that, let's focus on the details. Yeah, here we have Sideswipe head sculpt, and why does his head sculpt remind me of a certain someone? Really like how the red eyes turned out. Whisper, on the other hand, has really good detail for a mini-con. The sculpt on this guy is really good also. Articulation on this guy is pretty simple. It's just a ball joint at the arms, bend at the elbow, ball joint at the legs. Legs can bend, and the back heel can fold down due to transformation. If you transform him back, you can have him as a shield for Sideswipe. Or if you want to, you can plug him in his back for the power link effect. I'm pretty sure you guys already know the articulation for this guy, since this guy has been used for like a billion times, so no need to go over the articulation for this guy. Moving on to Rodimus. Rodimus is a really good figure, but I have something to say. I honestly don't think this guy should be a Voyager class. I'm pretty sure this guy is a Voyager class in the first place because of the extra accessories and the little and more Voyager engineering. But I have seen deluxe class Transformers with better engineerings, to be honest. This guy is just your ordinary deluxe class Transformer with extra accessories. But I guess you wouldn't be a deluxe Transformer if he had opening hands, which is actually really good. Putting the rant aside, this guy is just really, really good. Like I said, I find these colors more appealing than the original colors, and I just feel like it's more fittable for this mold. I like how this figure utilizes a fake chest. You actually can't see the actual hood. The sculpt on this guy is really good paint job, and he has his mustache. And then obviously, he still has the visor feature. Obviously, this guy suffers a lot of QCs, and yeah, it's because of mold degradation. Obviously, this guy isn't gonna like fall off your shelf or anything because of how loose the joints are. Obviously, you can have the hands fold out, and then he has this like repair torch, and you can, since they didn't demonstrate that, he has this peg which you can plug in the pizza cutter, and there you go. And you can hold the matrix. Posability on this guy is really good. He has a ball joint on the head, rotation at the arms. Arms can move out, bicep swivel, bend at the elbow, wrist swivel, fingers can open, waist swivel, legs and kick. They can move back this far. He can do the splits. He has, well, this pops out because it's not tapped in properly. Has a thigh swivel, bend at the knee, got another bend, and then a slight ankle pivot. Posability on this guy is really good, and you can see why he feels like a deluxe class because he's at that deluxe scale. Here they are next to Sideswipe, and the obvious difference is the hood section, Hot Rod, Prime, and Megatron. So even after the mold degradation and the quality control issue, I can safely say that I definitely recommend these two to your collection. The price is really good for these two. Like $55, I'd pay that for these two, honestly. And you got a little bonus, which is Whisper, which is new. If you can get this guy separately, get these guys separately, but I think you'll be satisfied with getting the 2-pack in general. Never mind, thanks for watching. Give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.